Christian Pulisic and Marco Fabián, two Bundesliga stars who have been among the standout international players so far this season.
The super sub from the United States! Fabián steers it in! Marco Fabián scores!
But what is it that makes them so good? Join us as we take a closer look at Dortmund's American and Frankfurt's Mexican in our latest Bundesliga head-to-head. The story of Christian Pulisic has almost been like a dream, one that any young footballer has had at some point. Coach Thomas Tuchel introduced the then 17-year-old to the first team during the last winter break, and he became that season's youngest player at 17 years, 4 months and 12 days old. He was handed his debut on match day 19 against Ingolstadt.
And coming on here for his debut is the young American, Christian Pulisic.
The lively left footer went on to make another 8 appearances in that campaign. Not a bad return at all. Marco Fabián was 9 years older on his Bundesliga debut, although he too arrived during last year's winter break. Eintracht Frankfurt coughed up €3.7 million to sign him from Club Deportivo Guadalajara, or Chivas, in Mexico.
It's another South American upon whom all eyes will be in this second period. Marco Fabián on your screens there.
He featured 11 times in his first season and helped Eintracht survive the drop via the relegation playoffs. Pulisic has already scored twice this season.
And Pulisic!
That includes the all-important last-minute equaliser in Dortmund's 3-3 draw with Ingolstadt.
Pulisic makes it 3-3! The super sub from the United States!
He's also provided 4 assists this campaign.
Pulisic queuing up in the middle! Pulisic, having scored one, now makes one.
And all the while he's fighting off world-class competition for his place. Meanwhile, Marco Fabián has 3 goals for the Eagles this term. He really announced himself on the Bundesliga stage with a late strike to earn a 2-1 win against Leverkusen.
They've got themselves back into the lead, and it's Fabián who makes it 2-1.
However, scoring with his shoulder against record champions Bayern München was no doubt the most spectacular of his goals so far.
Fabián steers it in! Marco Fabián scores to make it 2-2, and the goal stands!
Like Pulisic, Fabián has totted up 4 assists this season, meaning he's been involved in the most goals for Frankfurt. The fact that he can decide games almost single-handedly was demonstrated in a 3-0 win over Hamburg, during which he set up 2 of Eintracht's goals. Pulisic certainly doesn't fear his opponents, and his playing style is testament to that. The 1m73 tall winger loves one-on-one situations, and he enjoys success in them too. He has attempted 47 take-ons so far this season, drawing a total of 11 fouls. And with a top speed of 33.7 kilometers an hour, stopping the USA international is no easy feat. Fabián has a different playing style, but it's just as effective. The attacking midfielder has great awareness and vision, but also offers a threat as a winger, a position he's played in his last 4 games. When it comes to outfoxing his opponent, there are few better than him. From 38 attempted take-ons, he's been fouled a whopping 23 times. And even when reaching speeds of 33 kilometers an hour, he still has that Mexican flair. Pulisic is a shooting star in the United States national team too. He's something of a regular in Klinsmann's setup these days, and the American faithful have taken a liking to him as well. He can always count on the support of his patriotic fans. Marco Fabián, on the other hand, is one of Mexico's biggest footballing stars. The fans love the 27-year-old, and they aren't afraid to show it. Whether at the Copa America or in the Bundesliga, there certainly isn't a lack of Mexican supporters. American power versus Mexican finesse. Pulisic and Fabián aren't similar in every department, but there is at least one thing they have in common. They are both assets for the Bundesliga.
flicks, the tricks, the flair, the swagger.
Lonzo with the effort. The first goal of the Bundesliga season is an absolute crack.
Pick me.
Take part now.